Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis. This channel is recommended for adult fans of LEGO and teen fans of LEGO. If you are younger than the age of 13, you're welcome to watch, but first, get your parents' permission. Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis again. Today we're taking a look at LEGO Harry Potter set number 75947, Hagrid's Hut, Buckbeak's Rescue. The set consists of 496 pieces, including 6 minifigures and Buckbeak. Let's go ahead and open it up, build it up, and see what we think. Before we jump in, I want to take just a moment to tell you about a really useful browser extension for YouTubers. If you have your own channel, you'll want to get TubeBuddy. I've been using it for a while now, and it is fantastic. It saves a ton of time with templates for end screens, video tags, video descriptions, and more. Plus, the thumbnail creator tool is out of this world. You can cut your publishing time in half. TubeBuddy can walk you through YouTube best practices to give your videos the best chance at being seen by a larger audience. They also make it easy to cross-promote on other platforms you use. I know this sounds like a commercial, but this isn't a sponsored video. I really do use TubeBuddy, and I really do love it. You can download the browser extension for free at the link in the description. Full disclosure, if enough of you try it for free, I'll get an upgrade to my membership. And if you join one of their plans, I'll also get a small commission. But really, it's incredibly useful. Download it for free to see for yourself. Now let's get back to the video. All right, here it is, set 75947, Hagrid's Hut, Buckbeak's Rescue. As you can see, we have 6 minifigures and Buckbeak, and a little pumpkin patch, and of course Hagrid's hut. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at each component one by one. So this is Hagrid, and this is my first time getting a Hagrid figure, and I'm pretty pleased with it. He comes with a lantern accessory, as you can see. He has a really nicely printed oversized torso, and his arms are oversized as well. He just has the adolescent legs that don't bend, and they're a little tough to get out, but because of his overall stature, that was kind of the compromise they had to make. You take off his hair and beard, and he just has a pretty basic face and no alternate for him. Of course, he looks substantially better with the hair and beard, but you could take it off, I suppose, if you wanted to. But a very nice figure. I'm very pleased to have Hagrid. Next up is the Minister of Magic. He has a nicely printed torso, and that print continues down onto the waist and legs. He has kind of a little bit of a grim face on and a bowler hat. No alternate face for him because it would be seen from behind, but there's a little bit of print on the back. But this guy is nicely done, I think, and perfectly appropriate for this set. Next up is the Executioner. I like this guy quite a bit. He has the hood piece. If we take that off, then you'll see that he's primarily a black head with just the face hidden behind the hood exposed. His axe is made up of a regular axe piece and then an ice skate to give it that longer blade. He has a sleeveless shirt. It's kind of a nice print, and black gloves, no print on the legs, and just some subtle print on the back, including what looks like the tip of the hood, which you wouldn't really see when you have the hood piece on, but it's a nice little detail anyway. But cool figure, and happy to have him as well. Next up is Ron Weasley. Nothing terribly special about this one. He's got a sweater and his wand, and a little bit of print on the back. There is an alternate face for him, where he's looking just a little bit worried, I guess. But I like his primary face quite a bit. We also have a young Hermione Granger. She has her pink sweater on, and her wand, of course, blue jeans, and nice long hair. She also has an alternate face. If we remove the hair, you can see that. But again, I like her primary face. Nicely done. And finally, of course, we have Harry Potter. Again, nothing terribly new here, but it's nicely done. He has his wand and his blue jacket on. You take off his hair, you get a little bit better look at that face there. And he does have an alternate as well. Gotta have a Harry Potter figure in a Harry Potter set, of course. And this one is pretty well done. Next up, we have the pumpkin patch where Buckbeak is tied up. You can see there's this post here with a long chain, and that goes to kind of a harness that goes around Buckbeak's neck. We can remove that, so you can release Buckbeak and he can fly away. That harness piece is made up with this handlebar and then a smaller piece of chain. The pumpkin patch is really nicely done. I think that these larger pumpkins are new elements. I have not seen these before. The smaller ones are just orange figureheads, but these are really nice. They have good shaping, and I like them quite a bit. So we get 7 pumpkins in total. There are 4 of the large and 3 of the smaller ones. Again, the smaller ones are just orange figureheads with a little bit of a stem on top, but they're nicely done, and I like that whole thing. I think it's very cool, and those pumpkins would be nice for some Halloween mocks and that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at Buckbeak. And this is Buckbeak. He has 2 large wings that are articulated. You can flap them up and down. He's also articulated at the neck. He can raise and lower his head so he can bow to Harry before allowing Harry to ride him. The detail on the face is nicely done with the printed eyes and beak and a little bit of feather detail on the top there. The body is open for a 2x2 block to go in there, and what they've done is taken a couple of these 1x2 with the clips and then 2x2 plates to fill up the rest, and that's how that works. But it's really nicely done, I think. And this is the hut. It's nicely done. The front door is kind of cool. This was some studs on the side construction that was kind of interesting with the stoop here with a couple of steps leading up. Of course, the door can open and close. We have some nice detail on the sides with some moss type growth around the sides, a couple of small windows here, and a larger one over here that has shutters that can open and close, which is also a nice detail. Got a bit more moss and stuff growing around on the roof, and down over here on this side, another small window and another door, the back door that opens. There's the fireplace over here, and that's about it for the exterior. The interior is also very nicely done, and lots of detail on the inside. Let's take a closer look. I removed some of the roof tiles just to let a little bit more light in here. We have a bag of something over here along with the large chair. We have a table and a couple of smaller chairs around it. There is a broom on this side. Along the top we have some tools hanging. There's a cleaver, a bucket, a whip, a spoon, and a frying pan, and those are all at the appropriate height for Hagrid to get at them, but they're well above the heads of everybody else. In the back corner, it's a little tough to see, but there's a wooden crate there that has a pink umbrella folded up, as well as a shovel. And then in the fireplace, let me remove the table and chairs and you can see that a little bit better. There is an egg cooking in the stove, and there's a couple of flame melons behind. And there's also a light brick included with this, so if we push this little knob up here at the top, it illuminates to look like the fire is going on, which is kind of a cool thing. And you might be wondering, how do you get that when the roof tile is in place? Well, you simply press down on the roof tile and it does the same thing. So nicely done there. I appreciate the inclusion of the light brick. It's just kind of a bonus as far as I'm concerned. It really isn't necessary, but it works out nicely. In the other room, we have this large chest, and inside the chest we have a chocolate frog. So it's just one of the little, it's just one of the little frog pieces, but in brown. So that's kind of a fun little Easter egg kind of addition there. And then up at the attic we have a spider crawling around. And then we have Hagrid's desk over here with a single candle and a newspaper, The Boy Who Lived. And that's about it for the interior. Overall, I think this build was pretty good. I actually enjoyed the build process. It was a little bit unusual, not quite what I expected. They've done huts similar to this in the Star Wars line a couple different times for Obi-Wan and Yoda and the Octu Island. This is substantially better than those. Of course, it's more expensive by a factor of 2 just about. But I like this quite a bit. There's plenty of room inside, lots of detail. And the way this one is configured, it's almost split down the middle if you look at it in a profile kind of view. So if you were so inclined, you could conceivably buy 2 of these sets and reverse build or mirror build the other one and almost have a full hut. Of course, then you'd have a second set of figures, but maybe you're not going to complain about that either. Anyway, it's a thought, especially if you can get it on the price match deal that I did where it's only $18. I think this is a pretty fun set. I enjoyed the build. I really like the Hagrid character. Like I said, this is the first time I've gotten a Hagrid. And then, of course, Buckbeak is pretty epic as well. But I think my favorite part of the whole set is the pumpkin patch with the new pumpkin elements here. Those are really fun. So this set retails for about $60 here in the US. However, I was able to pick it up at Target on a price match with GameStop for just $17.97, so about $18, which is a fantastic deal, I think. $60 is a bit much in my opinion. I'd rather see this be around $50 or so, but it is a good set, and if you're a big fan of Harry Potter and Lego, then it might be worth it even at retail, but certainly if you can get it on sale, all the better. So that about wraps it up for this one. This has been Christian with BrickLifeCrisis. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye for now.